Hey everyone, it's Stephanie 1111 Witchy Babe, and I am back with the reading for April for Leo placements. So, welcome back, all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here. I do apologize. I know I made a post saying that I was going to try to get everything done before April, but the energy has just been really difficult to work in. So that's the issue with being an energetic worker. Sometimes, especially depending on what's going around you physically, it can really throw you off. And the collective energy, I was just really called to go within, a lot of meditation, a lot of resting, a lot of reading, and I didn't spend my energy on anybody but me for pretty much about a week, I think, almost at this point. So I do want to apologize for the delay. Especially if you are somebody that's waiting on a reading from me. I contacted you and let you know about the delay, but I do want to apologize about that. I'm never going to bring energetic services to you guys when I'm feeling bad myself, because then I might be picking up on my own issues and not what the collective is needing to hear. So that is why I am so late this time. I will try to get this out to you guys as soon as possible. But I want to just thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your continued support, the likes, the comments, requests, all of that. I appreciate so much. I would like to welcome you if you are new. So whatever you're going to be doing today is Leo placements. That can be Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, or Mars. Make sure you're checking out your other videos as they get uploaded for the other messages for you. And this is a general energy reading, so it's not specifically for you, but you can take all the information that resonates, leave anything behind that doesn't, leave anything that makes you anxious or, nervous or makes you feel bad. I don't want to contribute to any of that. We have enough of that going on. But I am not a reader who sugarcoats. I'm not a reader who will lie to you or spin things. I'm going to tell you what I see, what I feel, because there is at least one person out there that needs to hear the truth, and the truth bluntly. Now, I will try to word things in a way where it's not, doom and gloom. I don't do that kind of stuff either. But I don't, I don't spin things. So if you are new, just be aware of that. So before I get started, as always, I want to let you guys know what decks I was called to use for you. I will be using the Fairy Tarot deck. I was also guided to use the Sacred Activations Oracles and the Goddess Power deck. So, and then you see this card right here. That is from the Literary Witches deck that's over here in the corner with the rest of my books. And this is Toni Morrison. So this card is a card I draw one card a day for myself and for all those that I'll be reading that day. And we have this awesome card right here. So let's dive on into it a little bit. Toni Morrison is a very prolific writer. This card represents owning power, seizing power, and the powers at play. So to me, what stood out intuitively beyond the breakdown of the card is stepping into your own personal power and a change of dynamic of power. I'm feeling that collectively for sure, but I feel like Leo placements definitely, like when this card came down, I was shuffling it, thinking about me and thinking about this reading I was about to record for you guys. And the first image that came to my head was just a lion roaring, and like you really stepping into your power, maybe in a vocal way, maybe in a physical sense, because there was that roaring. And I also kept hearing throat chakra, so that was interesting. So I really feel like this is like a change in the dynamic of power, especially if you are someone that hasn't had power. Something might be shifting in your life where you are able to step into some position where you do have some sort of power to make change, to make progress. So let's dive on in and see what's going on. I'm going to set this off back to the side here. Ooh. I dropped a card. All right, what's going on for Leo placements in the month of April? Five of Spring. Interesting. Okay, so opposing goals arise from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. I was just going to say, like, Leo, be careful with feeling this powerful surge that you might be feeling. It could just be a total energetic thing. It could be something that's actually physical, but you need to be careful with it because you don't want to become an asshole, right? You don't want to get power and then use it to, you know, make people feel bad, or issues like that. Because I do feel like there's going to definitely be people that are opposing you. You're going to have to stand your ground. But I get this sense that there's going to be like, you're going to feel a little bit on edge. You're going to be um, more likely to kind of jump down somebody's throat or act in a way that you don't really need to, taking out other things that are going on in your life on somebody that maybe has upset you at that time. So, you know, and that's something I think that we all are, you know, eventually do at some point or the other, but this could just be more of an energy that's kind of lingering around in your life. So you need to watch it, because you want to make sure, especially if this is like something new for you, where you're suddenly getting this new position of power, that it's not going to your head and you're ruining it before it can begin, because that's something that you can definitely do. I felt that when I saw that card as well, but I didn't want to go there yet until I actually got the cards to back it up. So just make sure that you know, you don't ruin something before it can even get going. Continue to check yourself. Continue to check your ego. The Dreamer. Embrace your true purpose. Begin a new adventure. Trust yourself. Yes, I do believe like you're stepping into this new adventure, this new opportunity. This could be job. This could be family. This could be, again, just an energy thing, a shift in energy. Some of you might have felt very run down in the month of March, and in April you have this resurgence of a lot of energy to do something, to change something, to become something that you have always wanted to be. Some of you might, I'm getting being drawn to creating art, I'm seeing somebody draw. So you might be doing something like that and then putting your work on the internet. Let's see. I'm also kind of zoning in to the dog right here. Some of you might have a connection with animals or be finding a connection with animals. I'm hearing volunteering at animal places. So maybe there's going to be some opportunities for some volunteer or an actual job at like a animal shelter, a rescue, veterinary hospital. Prince of Spring, charming, self-confident, passionate, restless, immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. Okay, so I definitely feel like there's a challenge ahead of you, and that challenge requires you to step into a position of power in order to handle it. It's something that you can handle. It's something that will be handled better if you do it in a way that you bring out your charming side. You do it, I'm hearing grace, so handle it with grace, being confident, but also being mindful, because you don't want this Prince of Spring energy to go reverse if you're stepping into it, because that's where you get this kind of ego-based, you know, being a jerk. People don't really want to be around you type of energy. But if you can keep it in its upright, this is going to be very confident, passionate, excited. You know, people are going to want to listen to you, especially if you are in a position of power where you're leading others. This will be a good energy to sort of stay in. But I feel like, again, I'm getting this warning for you guys that you have the option here, you know, to bring that down and bring it into its lower energy. And you don't want to do that, because it's going to just mess you up. The other thing I see here as well is this could be a potential relationship situation kind of going on here, where, you know, you might be dealing with somebody that they also might be a fire sign. So they could be another Leo, they could be an Aries, they could be well, that's not a fire sign, but okay, they might be a Scorpio, because I just heard Scorpio super strong, not a fire sign, but they could be a Sagittarius as well. And you might be having some conflict with this person. This could be, you know, romantic or a friendship. And I do feel like there is a new beginning, a new opportunity to take a new path with them. If you, again, you know, you're trying to stay, like, I just keep hearing, handle it with grace, handle it with grace. So there might be kind of this like opposing energy, or you're not seeing each other eye to eye, but you guys might actually be more on the same wavelength than you're realizing. It's just not seeing each other's perspective. I'm almost seeing like two people that are right. They're both right in their own regard, but it's the perceptions that are off. And then once you see that, it's kind of like, oh, okay. And then you're able to take this new path. I'm also seeing, if you're not dealing with somebody, you might be coming across somebody that embodies the Prince of Spring energy, and you might be having some issues with them. So this could be, you know, a romantic situation. It could be a friendship, but however it begins, it's going to be kind of like a conflict of some sort of maybe argument, maybe, I'm hearing coworkers. So it could be somebody that you work with and having kind of a spat there. I do feel like, though, because even even though the Five of Spring is the Five of Wands in a traditional deck, and it is a lot, you know, a lot about fighting and stuff like that. See how they're smiling still? It's almost like, especially if this is a romantic thing, it's almost kind of like that play fighting, and that's like that sexual energy that's being released, that tension, that type of thing. And then you guys kind of step into this, you know, more of a new beginning, getting to know each other. So you might be meeting somebody this month, Leos, if that's something that's kind of lining up with what's going on in your life. But I think the majority of you, this is really embodying your own energy and where you're headed. So let's see. Let me get some further messages for you. Let's check out the Goddess deck. Interesting. Okay, we have lean patterns. Ooh, Nick's secrets. Look at all that hair. That's perfect for Leos. We all have all this hair. Uh-oh. Deck fell. I'm not going to take all that. One more card, please. Compassion. Yeah. Okay, so let's bring these out. I just want to look at the words. Secrets and patterns. Interesting. Okay. So let's go back to that potential romantic relationship and how that might apply here. Leos. So if you are dealing with a Prince of Spring energy, again, this is going to be somebody that is very fiery, has a lot of passion and energy. They are more than likely very youthful, or they might be even younger than you. Again, they could be a fire sign, so they could be an Aries, another Leo, or Sagittarius. I also was hearing Scorpio as I was doing, going through the signs. But I definitely, there's a strong fire energy here, and I'm getting that again with the imagery of these cards that are coming up. Their hair is standing out to me. So you might be dealing with another Leo, definitely, or another fire sign. And there's something that's been kind of going on between you two for a while, if this is resonating, or this is the message I'm getting for those that are resonating with it. This is something where you have a pattern of coming together and, you know, separating. This might be, you might resonate with twin flames or soulmates, something like that. And there's secrets coming out, and this might be this fighting energy. And I feel like you're being told to have compassion for whatever information comes out, to deal with it in again, I heard the phrase again, to handle things with grace. So handle the information that you receive about this connection with grace. Now, these secrets, that doesn't mean, I know a lot of people's mind is going to immediately jump to some kind of, you know, cheating or something along those lines, but they might not be the type of secrets that you are thinking about. What I'm hearing is, especially now as many people are having more time where they're alone and having time to think, there is a lot of things coming up in people that maybe in the past seemed very kind of three-dimensional, didn't seem like they were very focused and tapped into the physical plane, not much going on spiritually. They are starting to open up more, and so there could be some more things popping up for these people. They're starting to kind of go through their childhood at this point. They're starting to have memories, and different things start to come up to the surface. So you could be having some, you know, conversations. I'm seeing like two people on a patio talking. Now that's probably not happening. Hopefully it's not happening, because everybody is social distancing. So unless you live with this person, it's not happening. But that's just the reference I'm getting. It's like, you know, maybe this conversation on the phone or through, you know, whatever, FaceTime, and about your childhood or about situations that were hidden. And so you're being called to be compassionate about it. I don't get this vibe about, oh, it's secrets, like, you know, you're going to find out something bad, but it's just sharing information that hasn't been shared before with this other person. And that might be why you have this dreamer card, this fool, this new beginning, because a new path has started from that exchange. So it's like the relationship is deepening. You're seeing a different perspective of this person. You're seeing them in a different light. This could also be just a friendship. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friend, and like having one of those deep conversations. I think that's going to be happening more and more the longer this quarantine time lasts. People are going to be forced to kind of face themselves and things are going to start to pop up for them that they're going to need to tell somebody. So you definitely might be seeing this as a pattern in your relationships, Leos. Maybe they're just going to be drawn to you because you are a Leo, or you have Leo placements, you have that pull of the sun. So it's definitely a possibility. So let's see. Coherence is your card 13. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create a reality that we desire. Okay, yes. So, this is definitely kind of an urge, or I heard a kick in the butt, actually, for you all to continue working on your manifestation abilities, continue trying to create the reality that you are wanting to bring in. I know it can, this is really a test for all of us right now. Especially those of us that are spiritual, those of us that work on manifestations, because a lot of our realities right now are fairly difficult. Everybody's reality has changed, that's for sure, but there are a lot of people that are dealing with very difficult circumstances. And so this is a reminder that you have to continue to hold that energy of what you are desiring. Continue to keep that in your mindset, even when you're going through dark patches, even when you're experiencing difficult things. You have to have that trust that you have stepped into your power here, and that you are able to bring this in, and that some things do take time. So this is also reminding you to, especially I feel like with whatever this, maybe this issue is, or a confrontation. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. It's like a download coming in. Sorry about that, guys. I would normally pause and then piece it together, but I don't feel like wasting all that time. I sneezed. There you go. I often will sneeze as I get downloads coming in. But what I'm seeing here is like this conversation, however this works out, if this is with a romantic partner or with a friend, or maybe even a stranger, somebody you don't know that well. This can be just somebody that reaches out to you because they feel like they need to talk to somebody. You really need to come from a place of the heart and really bring up your ability to see things from a different perspective. Because maybe whoever is coming to you with this need, or whatever it is, the secret they need to share with you, is maybe somebody that, for some of you, maybe it's somebody you don't even like. This could be an ex that you don't really want to deal with. It could be an ex-friend, or it could be somebody with you just don't like. It could be a coworker. Maybe that's why I saw coworkers coming up in this 5 of spring. So it definitely could be, you know, I think actually that makes a lot of sense, that it might be somebody from your past that you've had difficulties with, so you don't necessarily want to deal with them, but you are being guided to be open, be receptive, come from the heart, and to continue focusing on creating the reality that you are wanting. Okay, so that is going to be it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you would like to see for the next pick a card that comes out. I'm going to finish the signs first before I record another pick a card. So there is time if you want to leave some suggestions of what you would like to see. And as always, if you'd like to book a personalized reading with me, you can at my website, 1111witchybabe.com. If you'd like to make a donation to the channel, you can do that as well. I have left all that information in the description box below. I hope you guys have a fantastic day whenever this is finding you, and I will see you next time.